took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-Hawks. I said the K-Hawks, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah. You know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1-2, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's still easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapest crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the McKendree Recplex. We were just here, weren't we? Tuesday night, as a matter of fact. Back to the scene of the crime as we get you ready for a little K-Hawk hockey here on the K-Hawk Sports Network. I am Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on a Thursday evening in the middle of January, and welcome into the pregame show brought to you tonight by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center. That is just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Well, the K-Hawks come into this contest with a record of 10-7-3 under their first-year head coach Craig Duffy. O'Fallon, they're in first place in the league right now, and they are having a stellar season. They come in at 19-1-2 on the year under their second-year head coach Scott Hacker, who was a assistant on the varsity side and the JV head coach in the 1920 and the 2021 season. So he kind of took the same route as Craig Duffy did, starting off as an assistant and then worked his way up into the lead role. This is a difference of two teams, one with a lot of firepower and one with so-so firepower, and a little bit of defensive separation there as well. Collinsville comes in averaging 4.8 goals per game, while Fallon comes in averaging a whopping 7.1 goals per game. And on the defensive side of things, it's a little bit closer as far as the differential in those go, as Collinsville comes in allowing 3.5 goals per game, and O'Fallon comes in adding a very stingy 1.7 goals a game allowed. K-Hawks, they are coming off of that 5-5 tie against Columbia right here just a couple of nights ago on Tuesday night. Collinsville went up 5-1 on Tanner Bettis' third goal of the game, just 1 minute and 7 seconds into the final period. Then Columbia would go on a rampage. They would score 4 unanswered goals, including the tying goal, with just 1:13 left in the game. Kahawks went 1 for 3 on the power play in that contest. Eagles ended up getting a couple of late power plays as Collinsville couldn't stay out of the box late in that game. Lincoln Duffy also scored in that game. That was his 14th of the year on the power play. And Ben Klein chipped in with his 8th goal of the year. The Panthers, they come into tonight's game riding a 6-game win streak. This comes after their 5-5 tie with Collinsville in the first game of the new year. That tie with the Kahawks, by the way, snapped an 11-game win streak by O'Fallon. That streak started after their only loss of the year, a 3-2 loss to the defending champion Granite City Warriors. O'Fallon, they did not lose a game in the month of December. They went 8-0. O'Fallon, they are coming off of a 9-4 win versus Edwardsville right here on this very ice. Also on Tuesday night, they had the first game last Tuesday, while Collinsville and Columbia had the second game. Tigers had a 3-0 lead early in the second period of that contest, and then the Panthers scored 8 straight goals from that point. Edwardsville did add a late goal in that game to give them their 4th, and then that was almost immediately answered 1 minute later by O'Fallon for that 9-4 tie. By the way, the other tie besides the 5-5 tie with Collinsville, as the 2 ties for O'Fallon this year, the other one came against Freeburg-Waterloo, and that was a 3-3 tie. Well, we've finally had a chance to catch up with the seniors on this year's team. There's only 2 of them, and Preston Tillman, unfortunately, is sick, so he didn't even make it today, and he was going to be the first one that I was going to interview because I go in numerical order. He wears number 3, so we shifted gears, and we went with the other senior. That would be number 34, senior Andy Bennett, who has 45 goals, 32 assists, good for 77 points, and he also has 75 penalty minutes in his 4 years playing on the varsity level for Collinsville. We will give you that interview with young Mr. Andy Bennett right after this timeout on the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
The The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
The OrthoGold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're back at the O'Fallon Recplex for a little more hockey. How about a game between Collinsville and the first place O'Fallon Panthers? All right, we only have 2 seniors on this year's team, so we're going to start our little senior interview process with number 34, senior Andy Bennett. All right, so the first question I have for you, your name is David.
Yeah.
Why does everybody call you Andy?
This is my dad. He's David Andrew Bennett the first. I'm David Andrew Bennett the second. So I named after him, and him growing up, they called him Andy.
All right, I like that answer. It almost sounds like Tony Bennett. You know who Tony Bennett is?
I had no clue.
He's a crooner from way back in the day. One of those old guys who sings really like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, stuff like that. All right, enough of that. Tell me a little bit about your family.
I have a brother named Glenn, which you see out there playing on the ice with me. I have a sister named Abby, and my 2 parents that live at home with me.
All right, tell me the hockey story. Where does the hockey come from? Mom, dad, somebody else?
It came from my dad. He started playing our roller hockey in college, and surprisingly, he put us into it when we were young. We stuck with it the whole way. So.
Does the sister play hockey?
No, we tried. She didn't enjoy it. She didn't like it at all.
All right, so you and your brother play hockey, and he's a couple years behind you. So tell me about that rivalry between you and your brother.
It's always been fun to see who's better each year. This year, we both got this ultimate captains, and then last year, Glenn made the All-Star team, and I didn't. We both made it this year, so it's been fun seeing who's better each year. And yeah.
How old were you guys when you started playing hockey?
Around 5 or 6.
All right, so you guys have been playing for a long time. One's an offensive player, one's a defensive player. So do you spend your time trying to score against him, and he tries to not let you?
Yeah, a lot of practice. So we go to sticking pucks on the weekends, and always try to go against each other. It's pretty fun.
All right, what's your favorite thing about playing hockey?
Just the memories I've made throughout the years. I've seen a lot of teammates I've missed, and a lot of people I wish I could talk to still, and I made a lot of memories, but I don't know. That's all I got for that one.
You obviously play hockey. If you could play one other sport besides hockey, what would it be and why?
I've always wanted to play lacrosse. It's kind of similar to hockey, and the body side of the way, like the body contact in that is just insane. So I feel like that would be a good place for me to do.
All right, favorite NHL player and why?
Probably Trevor Zegras right now. He's like the youngest kid in the NHL right now. Actually, no. I want to choose Connor Bedard. After watching him in the World Juniors, it was very impressive, scoring all those points, and having the highest points in Canada for like most years recently is pretty insane.
Are you a Blues fan?
No, I like the New York Rangers. Just because of my dad. I've always liked them since I was young.
Favorite player on the Rangers?
Alexis Lafreniere.
All right. This is a part that I call my favorite things to get to know you a little bit better. Your favorite video game?
Call of Duty.
Favorite movie?
Step Brothers.
Favorite music genre? What kind of music you like?
I like rap music.
Favorite artist?
Ooh. Right now, I'm gonna have to go with what's his name? Let's just say Travis Scott.
All right, let's talk about some food. What's your favorite sweet snack?
Oh, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
That's mine too. What's your favorite salty snack?
I don't really have one. Oh, Cool Ranch Doritos. I eat this every single day for lunch, so.
Whoa, that's pretty salty. All right, favorite, breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Dinner. I always look forward to it.
Who cooks that dinner and what is it?
My mom is shaking quesadillas. She made them one time, and I've never want to go anywhere else for them.
All right, what's your favorite class in high school?
Ooh, right now, it's gonna have to be a computer apps because I do work 20 minutes. How easy it is.
What's your least favorite class in high school?
Ooh, it's tied between math and chemistry. I'm not good at either.
Right up my alley there, dude. All right, what's the future look like for Andy Bennett? What are you going to do after you graduate?
At the moment, I'm going to attend SWIC, and hopefully by then I figure out my major, and then after my 2 years at SWIC, I'm going to go to a 4-year university.
Any plans on playing hockey during all this?
I want to, but at the moment, I don't know.
All right, let's go talk a little more hockey. Backwards in time. Tuesday night, you guys had a 5-1 lead early in the third period against Columbia, and they come back and tie you guys. It ends up being a 5-5 score. What happened?
With our big goal lead, we all started stopping, passing the puck as much and making opportunities, started taking it. And at the blue line each time, they take it back, and they scored on, I think, 2 power plays, if I remember right. And, yeah, we have too many bodies in front of that, and it's easy tap-in goals.
All right, so that takes us to tonight's game against O'Fallon. You guys started off the month of January playing them, also a 5-5 tie. So what lessons can you learn from that matchup that you can use tonight to beat O'Fallon?
With the goaltenders, for each of them goaltenders, the starter and the backup, I want to get more shots on them because they love big rebounds and they're kind of smaller, so they're kind of harder to there's more holes in area to shoot at. So I'm hoping we get some shots from the point tonight too, because our points, Eric Denny and Glenn Bennett both have good shots from the point, and I'm hoping they can get some tonight.
Andy Bennett, good luck to you in the future. Good luck the rest of the season. Good luck tonight. Thanks for the visit.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
That is Andy Bennett, number 34 in your program for your Kahok hockey team. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll set the starters for both sides and opening face-off. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the Shockwave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It's just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I can play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune. And once again, we welcome you back to the McKendree Recplex here in O'Fallon. My name is Todd Duke. Glad that you have taken your time out to spend some time with us here Tonight on the Kahok Sports Network, we have Mr. Heath Yaxis on the camera with us again tonight. We do appreciate his help. He's been helping us out most of the year. He, of course, is the father of number 45, Ian Yaxis. And he'll be with us again most likely on Tuesday night when we come to you from the RP Lumber Center in Edwardsville. All right, we're just about set for this one here. Here are your starters. We'll begin with the O'Fallon Panthers. On defense, you will find Graham Smith as well as Jeremiah Matthews. Your center tonight for the O'Fallon Panthers is Hunter Scholl. And your wingers, Chase Green on the left side and Abram Turner on the right side. And in goal is Ezra Ford. For Collinsville, your defensemen are Eric Denny and Glenn Bennett. As your center is the featured interviewee of the night, Mr. Andy Bennett. He is your center, and your wingers are Austin Whitaker on the right side, Ben Klein on the left side, and Landon Radel, the freshman, in goal once again tonight. We are underway. O'Fallon, they're out there in the gold jerseys. They have on the midnight blue trousers, and they have the midnight blue numbers on the fronts, the backs of their jerseys and on their shoulders, and they have a big cursive O on the fronts of their jerseys. Collinsville, they are the visiting team once again here tonight. They are in the black road uniforms. They have a little purple, gray, and white both on the bottoms of their jerseys and around the elbows. Numbers are in white as well, and they have the word Kahawks in purple written across the fronts of their jerseys. And I just noticed that O'Fallon does not have names on the backs of their jerseys. Faceoff comes out to the right of Ezra, and it is won by O'Fallon as the Panthers break it out and come up that far side. That is Hunter Scholl. He'll go dig it out of the corner over there, getting a little pressure from Mr. Bennett himself, and then over to the near side corner it goes. O'Fallon, they stay with it, and a turnaround by Abram Turner, a shot that never made it all the way through. Collinsville blocked it out at the defense, but O'Fallon, they keep it in the offensive zone. Panthers go back to work. Collinsville will take the puck back behind the net, and it is Glennon Bennett who will take it up, and he'll shoot it all the way down the ice, and that'll be another icing call against Collinsville. Game that just ended here right before this one, a familiar foe, Columbia, back in action here tonight as well as they took on Vianney, and what do you know? Columbia had to come back from being down 3-1, and that ended up being a 4-4 tie. Not only did they tie 4-4 in goals, they also tied in shots on goal at 23 apiece. Face off to the left of Radel, and that one goes a little bit high and off that glass down there at the end behind the Collinsville goalie. But O'Fallon comes away with it at the blue line. They take a shot and a pad save by Radel. A whiff out front by Collinsville, and O'Fallon's allowed to keep it in. Another shot, and that one stopped by Radel, and this time the rebound goes all the way out to the far side boards. Hearn trying to collect the puck over there. He couldn't. O'Fallon, they stay with it and send it all the way out to the blue line once again, and that is Logan Neeson. Neeson sends it all the way over to the far side boards, and Zeph Jordan, he'll turn and send one up into the slot trying to feed Nellie Langston, but that didn't work out. Collinsville, they come away with the puck, and they had some numbers heading the other way. Here comes Denny, the defenseman. He gets taken down on the play. O'Fallon, they come away with the puck right in front of their own bench. O'Fallon got rid of the puck, and Collinsville found it. Here is Duffy. Duffy tried to get it out of the zone, but that ended up hitting the stick of Mason Wright. And Collinsville trying to get it out once again, trying to dig it out of their own skates down there. And that's at the blue line, or close to the blue line, and a nice job on the keep in down there by Mason Wright. And back to the blue line it goes once again for O'Fallon. They'll send it up into the corner. Yaxis will send it up along the boards, trying to get it out. He can't, as O'Fallon continues to put on some offensive pressure. Here is Kyle Settles. Settles banks it off the corner, and back behind the Kahawk net it goes once again. Picked up there by Denny. He'll backhand it up the boards, trying to get it out, but that banks off of the skate, I believe, of Kitstein. And then it comes all the way over here to these near side dasher boards. Once again, puck ends up back behind the Collinsville net. Once again, Denny comes away with it, and he'll send it all the way down the ice, and it'll be another icing call against the Kahawks. Collinsville has had 2 icing calls in this contest so far, as we have 11:31 left to play here in this opening period. No score as of yet between Collinsville and O'Fallon. Faceoff will come out to the right of Radel. And it'll be Andy Bennett against Jack Vale. That puck ends up going once again back behind the Collinsville net. Over into the corner trying to fight for it, is Ben Klein. Klein couldn't find the handle on it. Bennett does, and that puck will end up coming out of the zone, so everybody has to tag up. as Brady Gatchel takes the puck, and he'll continue that move with the puck back behind his own net. O'Fallon heads up, looking up ice, trying to get a little offense going on here. That one gets away from everybody, and that'll be an icing call against the Panthers. So we've had a slew of icing calls here thus far in the early portions of this contest. 3 minutes in, no score. O'Fallon right now out shooting Collinsville 2-0. Got a bunch of all-stars out here. Collinsville's got 4 all-stars, while O'Fallon has 6, and they will be on different sides of the red line when that game takes place on February the 2nd. So that's going to be a little interesting turn as these two teams face each other here tonight, and then we'll face each other again. Well, some of them will anyway in the All-Star game. We'll have the All-Star game for you right here from this very building. That'll be on Tuesday, February the 2nd, a 7:15 start. We'll be here for all the festivities and the skills competition as well. So I hope you join us for that one. Here's a shot from blue line. That goes well wide off the stick of Matthews. And all the way over to the other side of the blue line it goes, and it's shoved back in by Smith. O'Fallon with it once again. High slot, comes over to the faceoff circle. Shot on goal, shoved aside by Radel. Klein, he gets the rebound, but he backhands it up against the boards, and taking it over there was O'Fallon. They'll send it all the way back out toward the defense, and again, Collinsville will ice the puck as Whitaker banked it off the boards just a little bit too hard, trying to relieve some of that pressure. 10-10 left to play here in this opening period. No score as of yet between Collinsville and O'Fallon. And once again, the faceoff will come down here in front of Landon Radel, and this time it'll be out to his right. I was listening to the Blues game on the way here. No score in the first period while I was listening, and then as I'm in here setting everything up, I get finished and look at my phone, and Blues are up 3-1. Have no idea what it is now. Haven't been able to look since. Over into the far side corner it goes. O'Fallon, they stay with it in the offensive zone. A shot from the blue line, but that one off the heel of the stick of Jeremiah Peterson. Collinsville comes up with it, and Duffy couldn't get a hold of it. O'Fallon will send it back around their own net, and over into the far side corner it goes for Neeson. Kahok's come away with it. Kitstein puts on a shot. That was going to travel wide. And then it comes all the way out near the blue line. Here is a shot by Duffy, and that one kind of caught Ezra off guard for a moment, but he did make a save with the shoulder. And then back behind the O'Fallon net it goes once again. O'Fallon, they push the puck up and onto the stick of Langston. Now the Panthers bring it up offensively. Here comes Wright. Wright takes a shot, and that one I think got a body part of Radel and ended up going a little bit high as the rebound is all the way out here to this near side elbow. Collinsville trying to come out. That puck was right into the skates of David Hearn, but he didn't see it. He could have kicked it out of the zone, but he didn't. That was a shot from probably the red line there that was almost gloved down by Ford. As O'Fallon, they come away with it once again. Here is Jordan. O'Fallon enters the zone, onside. Jordan with the puck once again, and he'll send it all the way out to the blue line, and no one there to collect it, so everybody comes back out to the neutral zone. In the defensive zone, that is William Catalano with the puck for O'Fallon. They have a much larger roster than Collinsville does. There's a shot and a save by Radel. And Glenn Bennett trying to collect that puck, but he couldn't. O'Fallon comes away with it once again, all the way out to the blue line, and Catalano whiffed on that pass. Now it comes out for Collinsville, and right out of the skates of Austin Zagorski, and onto the stick of Brady Gatchel. Gatchel back on defense with the puck, sends it up to his own blue line, and entering the neutral zone is Kyle Settles. Everything kind of clogged up in the neutral zone right now. Collinsville trying to come away with it. Andy Bennett couldn't stop fast enough to get that puck, and it ends up finding the stick of Jack Vale. Vale goes all the way back behind the Collinsville net, puts one up front. Nobody had a shot, but it made its way out to the blue line, and Gatchel put up a shot. That was blocked out by the Collinsville defense, and now the puck enters the neutral zone once again. Collinsville finally has some shots on goal. Panthers out shooting the Kahawks 5-3. 7:25 left to go here in this opening period. No score, and O'Fallon comes in offside. Both teams want to make player changes during the timeout, so they take care of that. Andy Bennett, Tanner Bettis, Glenn Bennett, and Eric Denny. Those are your all-stars for Collinsville. Hunter Scholl Zeth Jordan, Andrew Winkler, Kyle Settles, Graham Smith, and Ezra Ford are the 6 All-Stars for O'Fallon. There is Duffy for Collinsville. He comes up the far side boards, looking up front, takes a shot, couldn't get it in. Rebound was hammered back that way as well, and Ford made both saves. Now O'Fallon, they look to break out. Here's Chase Green. Green leaves the puck back behind him for Shull. Shull, his shot goes well wide and travels all the way over to the far side corner, but O'Fallon keeps it in at the blue line. Here is Smith. He'll put a pass up toward the goal, but no one there to knock it home. All the way back to the defense in the blue line. A little whiff there on the pass by Matthews, and Collinsville gets a hold of the puck, and they'll send it out, and it'll go all the way to Ford. O'Fallon, they're looking to break out once again on offense. Here come the Panthers. That is Matthews with the puck. Matthews skates in over on the right wing, takes a shot from the circle, and a save by Radel. Rebound is shoved back behind the net. Collinsville going back there to get it, and it's sent out front by O'Fallon, and then a broken stick on a shot attempt there by Logan Neeson. And then a whistle will stop the action with 6:26 left to play as O'Fallon gets a goal. While I was looking down the other end of the ice trying to see the number of the man who broke his stick. So O'Fallon scores first. Not really sure who yet. We'll find out. That was the most unexciting goal call you'll ever hear. So back to action. Collinsville already trailing. Hunter Shull gets his 20th goal of the year. .615 mark. And Collinsville, just like Tuesday night when they fell back 1-0, are going to have to try to fight their way back. And Collinsville did that. The Kahawks got the next 5 goals in that contest on Tuesday night. But as I mentioned earlier, the Eagles came storming back all the way and tied that game up with 1:13 left. So once again, the Kahawks find themselves down a goal, and they'll have some work to do to try to figure their way out of it. Face off again to the right of Radel. It's won by Collinsville, but they can't contain the puck as it's like flying all around out of skates and everything. There's a shot from the blue line. That goes wide on the short side. And O'Fallon, they stay with it, and the puck ends up going back behind the Kahawk net. Another shot toward the goal. That one misses wide on the far side post. And then the puck comes all the way out to the neutral zone. 5.5 minutes to go here in this first period. 1-0 in favor of the first place O'Fallon Panthers as they look for another push up ice. Jeremiah Peterson puts it onto the stick of Noah Logan Neeson. And then back it goes to Peterson. Peterson sends it up to the red line at center ice. O'Fallon, they send it into the zone, and they'll go chase it down. Over into this near side corner is Settles. Settles. And another goal. I didn't even see that one go in either. What's going on here? I can't see anything. Everybody watching from O'Fallon's like, worst play-by-play ever. That goal was scored by Settles. He'll score his 8th goal of the year. And just about 1 minute later, after the Shull goal, O'Fallon adds on to it for a 2-0 lead. So if the Kahawks already didn't have their work cut out for them, they certainly do now. Puck ends up back behind the O'Fallon net, and Collinsville comes away with it. Backhand shot won't go in, and then all the way back to the blue line. Here is a shot by Bennett. That hits the defense, and that one kind of stung the player there. That's Caden Garan, and he looked like he was holding his hip. They got some padding on those hips, don't they? Here's O'Fallon. They come away with the puck once again with a burst of speed. Moving up the ice is Abram Turner. Turner puts a shot on goal, and that one goes all the way up into the netting for a stoppage in play. 2-0 in favor of O'Fallon. Let's take a look at the goalie stats for Ezra Ford. He is in his 12th game. He is 9-0-1 on the year, and he has 4 shutouts to his credit. 13 goals allowed. That's it. 13 goals allowed for a goals against average of 1.86, and he's made 154 saves. and is a save percentage at 92%. Those are both awesome numbers, the goals against and the save percentage. We'll give you the numbers on Radel here in just a moment as the Panthers look to enter the zone once again. They do. Nice move and a shot. That one goes right through the crease area off the stick of Mason Wright. Over into the corner it goes. Wright trying to track it down. He's being bothered over there by Collinsville's Eric Denny. As O'Fallon, they come away with it. Over against the far side boards. Collinsville, they get it, and they'll send it down the ice, and that'll be an icing call unless it doesn't make it that far, and it won't. Ford, he sends the puck onto the stick of Smith. Smith up to the neutral zone, gives it up, and Collinsville had it for a moment. That moment's gone, but the Jayhawks get it back again. Whitaker couldn't continue the forward progress. It goes back to Yaxis, and Andy Bennett couldn't keep the puck moving forward. Yaxis off the glass in front of his bench. At the end of his bench, couldn't find the connection there with Bennett, and a shot on goal by O'Fallon and a save by Radel, and that one comes all the way out the other side. And meeting it is Gatchell. Gatchell gets taken out in the corner by Whitaker, and then back to the blue line it goes. There's a shot that goes high over the glove side of Radel off of the stick of Mason Wright. O'Fallon, they have had all of the offensive zone pressure here in this contest. There's a shot and a goal. That one came all the way out from the blue line, and that one was by Zeth Jordan. He'll score his 24th goal of the year. That breaks the tie that he and Abram Turner had for the team lead, and Collinsville finds themselves down 3-0 quickly in this contest. So Jordan scores with 3:04 left to go here in this first period. And it's 3-0 in favor of O'Fallon. That puck comes all the way down the ice. Collinsville is going to try to intercept it. They had a stick on the puck but couldn't continue it. And then Yaxis falls down. He's the defenseman. There's a 2-on-1 opportunity for O'Fallon, but Andy Bennett came back and picked the pocket of the O'Fallon player just at the last moment. O'Fallon, though, finds the puck once again. Collinsville, they'll get it back, and Collinsville now has numbers. Little 3-on-2 until Kyle Settles caught up with everyone, and that evened things out. Here's Denny, throws it up front. Kitstein couldn't get a shot off. There's a backhand shot by Denny. That one wouldn't go in, and then a save over in the corner on the far side post by Ford will keep it a 3-0 game. Radel's numbers look like this. He has played 20 games on the year. He's played all games in goal for Collinsville this year, so he, just like his team, is 10-7-3. Actually, he's 10-6-3. We're not going to pin the forfeit loss against Granite City on him because he didn't play. He's allowed 64 goals for a goals against average of 5.38, 242 saves. His save percentage is just a tick under 80%. 2:14 left to play here in this opening period. All O'Fallon so far. 3-0 for the Panthers. They're out shooting the Jayhawks 11-6. Looks like Jeremiah Matthews went back to the locker room. Not sure what that was about. Just saw him walking up the tunnel. Back to action. Here is O'Fallon. They enter the zone cleanly, but Collinsville intercepts the puck, and they'll send it back through the neutral zone, and the icing is waved off, so that one heads right for the goal. Jeremiah Peterson, he takes the puck, brings it up to a teammate, and then out of the zone they come. And Collinsville almost had control of that puck once again, but O'Fallon, they find the handle on it, and once again, it is Peterson. Peterson sends it up to the neutral zone. It's picked up there by Klein for Collinsville. Klein will send the puck all the way down into the corner and then go for a line change. Peterson once again with the puck back behind his own net. 90 seconds left to play here in this opening period. 3-0 in favor of O'Fallon. Here come the Panthers once again into the offensive zone. And a couple of nice moves, but Duffy got his stick into the skates of Abram Turner, and Duffy is going to go into the penalty box. So if things weren't bad enough, O'Fallon is going to go on their first power play with a 1-0 lead with 1:22 left to play here in this opening period. Duffy already came in with 26 penalty minutes, but that's not the leader in that category for Collinsville. That would be none other than Andy Bennett. Faceoff will come out to the right of Radel. 2 minutes for tripping for Mr. Duffy as the O'Fallon Panthers have their first power play of this contest. So they're already up 3-0, and they have all the firepower in the world to add on to it. They don't need any help with another man advantage. That one was off the near side post, off the stick of Graham Smith. Peterson, he goes back to work. He'll go all the way back to the blue line, give it to Smith. Smith takes another shot, but that is off of the stick of Andy Bennett and into the netting. And that will stop the clock with 59.5 seconds left to play. First period action, all belonging to O'Fallon. They've doubled up the shots on goal against Collinsville, 12-6. O'Fallon misplayed that puck as there's a stick that goes flying through the air, and that's out of the hands of Denny, and I'm guessing that O'Fallon wasn't responsible for it because the referee doesn't have his hand raised for a penalty, so I don't know how Denny ended up taking that stick all the way into the air from one blue line to the next blue line. There's something you don't see every day when you're watching a hockey game. Back to the point, and the blue line shot that hits the back of the skates of Denny, and Denny banks it off the boards and clears the puck down. 1 minute gone in the man advantage. 20 seconds left here in this first period, as Collinsville is down 3-0 and shorthanded. But here's a shorthanded opportunity. Klein, he has it over in the far faceoff circle, puts on a couple of nice moves, but maybe one too many as that puck was stolen by Vale, and over into the corner it goes. But Collinsville doing a fine job of wasting more precious seconds of that power play. A shot right at the buzzer, and it goes a little wide, but that is going to end the first period. We'll head to the second period with Collinsville trailing by a score of 3-0. 38 seconds still left to go on the man advantage for the O'Fallon Panthers, and we'll be back to tell you all about that second period in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Back here at the McKendree Recplex. Todd Duke is my name. Heath Yaxtis is on the camera with us, and we appreciate his help. 3-0 in favor of O'Fallon after one period. And the Panthers still have 38 seconds to enjoy of a man advantage as we switch ends of the ice. There's a shot that goes off of the shins of Denny from the stick of Turner. And then the loose puck comes all the way out. Collinsville will send it down the ice and erase some more of those seconds from the Panthers' man advantage. Back behind his own net, that's Jeremiah Matthews. Matthews comes out with it and sends it up to the neutral zone, almost intercepted by Bennett, and that allows one of his teammates to get a hold of the puck and send it all the way back down the ice, and that ought to do it for the rest of this power play. So O'Fallon goes 0 for 1 on their first power play. Collinsville back to 5-on-5 as O'Fallon brings it into the offensive zone once again, but there is Glenn Bennett trying to disrupt things. A loose puck all the way into the corner. Denny will take it, and it's off the stick of Klein and back out to the neutral zone. Picked up there by Jeremiah Matthews. Matthews, he'll skate all the way back around his goal. And wait for the troops. A loose puck. Who's going to pick it up? O'Fallon does, off of a skate. Collinsville pokes it back into the offensive zone, but the defense for O'Fallon was back there to take care of it as the Kahawks try to muster a little bit of offense here, but here comes O'Fallon, with another offensive try. That is Turner, circles with it, over to Gatchell. Gatchell with a shot, and a save there by Radel. And the rebound comes all the way back out toward the blue line where it's picked up by Klein. Klein, he comes in over on the right wing, has that puck knocked off of his stick by O'Fallon's defense. And all the way into the corner, the puck remains until it's shot out back into the neutral zone. Collinsville will send it back to the defense. Here is Duffy. Duffy, he'll send it up to the neutral zone, but he was unable to find Hearn. They waved off icing because they said that Hearn could have played it, but he just got caught with his skates going in the wrong direction. Banked off the boards for O'Fallon. And Collinsville with a chance there. A shot and a save by Ford. And it comes all the way back out for Denny. He'll put one toward the goal. That is off of the legs of Garon. And over into the corner it goes for Duffy. Duffy sends it all the way back out to the very high slot. Over to Denny. Denny with a shot on goal and a glove save by Ford. Will keep Collinsville off the board and stop the clock with 11:45 left to play here in this period. Blues won 5-2. Braden Shin had a goal. Bennington with 24 saves. So that's 2 in a row for the Blue Note. Nice to see, especially against a division opponent. Here come the O'Fallon Panthers, kind of wearing the same colors as the old Nashville Predators. Shot and a goal. Oh boy, that was just all individual effort there, and Mason Wright makes it a 4-0 game. Man, Mason Wright was flying down the ice, took a shot from the top of the circle, and Landon Radel saw it the whole way, and he just got beat. So Wright for O'Fallon makes it 4-0 in favor of the Panthers. And for Mason, that's his 13th goal of the year. And O'Fallon trying to add more onto it. Collinsville a little discombobulated there in front of their own goal. And O'Fallon trying to take advantage of it. Back behind the Kahok net. A pass up to the corner. And here is a chance for Peterson. He'll send it all the way back around the net. And a nice job keeping it in over on the far side blue line by Neeson. Neeson in a little battle there with Kitstein. Now Neeson gets taken up against the boards by Bennett. And a loose puck back behind the net is sent all the way around the boards by Collinsville. And they're going to call icing on that. Are they really? Seems to me that Peterson could have stopped it up against the boards, and just because he didn't stop it doesn't mean that it wasn't playable. At any rate, it's another icing call against Collinsville, so Landon Radel, who is already down with his teammates 4-0, will have more work to do. As the faceoff will come out to Radel's left here on this near faceoff circle. Faceoff won by Collinsville. They get it onto the stick of Duffy. He banks it off the high glass trying to get it out, but that is gloved down by Neeson. Sent back to the corner. Duffy this time sends a knuckler on the blue line. Neeson with another nice save at the blue line. And he'll send it up to a teammate, but Collinsville picks it up. Here is Duffy. Duffy comes in. Leaves it in the center, trying to, man, that was a nice backhander, but David Hearn was already skating toward the net, couldn't slow down. Duffy gets another opportunity at it, and Ford covers it up. And that'll stop the clock with 10:09 left to play here in this second period. 4-0 in favor of O'Fallon. Season winding down. Matter of fact, O'Fallon, they only have one game left. That'll be Tuesday versus Belleville right here in this building at 9 o'clock. Collinsville, they have 3 games left after this game tonight. So O'Fallon will have some time to rest some bodies for the playoffs, and there are, of course, 6 players that are going to the All-Star game. O'Fallon, they have the lead, and they have the puck. They try to spring number 11, Graham Smith, out, and that almost worked. Over into the far side corner it goes, and now in the slot, and it's kind of bouncing around off of sticks after sticks after sticks. That one's off the crossbar, comes all the way back out to the blue line. And another shot, a one-timer from the high slot by Chase Green, and that was blocked out by a couple of defensemen's legs. And then it comes all the way back over here to the near side. Now we have a whistle on the play. We're going to have a hand pass called against O'Fallon. So the faceoff will come out into the neutral zone. Over on the far side faceoff dot. Just outside of the O'Fallon offensive zone. 9:31 left to play here in this second period. O'Fallon up 4-0. Panthers looking to add on more. Collinsville trying to dig back into this one. Here's a chance for Denny. Denny couldn't get there in time. And the puck back into the face-off circle with the McKendree Bearcats logo on it. There's a shot from the blue line. That one kind of startled Ford there for a moment. And I don't think the referee saw it, unless he was waiting for him to just get rid of the puck. There wasn't any pressure coming from Collinsville. Ford could have just threw that puck out for one of his teammates, and they could have started up ice with it, but the referee eventually blew the whistle, and the faceoff will come out to the left of Ford. Well, Fallon wins that faceoff. Back behind their own net, they'll send it up the boards, and in front of the penalty boxes, Denny will send it right back in. Picked up over there by Cantillano. Cantillano in the faceoff circle, lost the puck, but Duffy had already committed that he was heading back into the neutral zone area and didn't know the puck was just sitting there. Cantillano sends it up into the neutral zone, and that one is going to go all the way down, but they wave off icing. Here is Denny. Denny will take it and shoot it all the way off the high glass, and it's out of the zone. Collinsville trying to track it down over there. It's in some skates, and then sent back into Collinsville's defensive zone. Here is Ian Yaxtis. Yaxtis will send the puck over, trying to find Duffy, but he missed the stick of Duffy, and it comes to Cantillano. Cantillano takes it in, but they're going to say that that was offside. 8:27 to go here in period number 2. O'Fallon up 4-0. Out shooting Collinsville right now, 15-11. We don't have another game until we are at the RP Lumber Center on Tuesday for the makeup game against Triad. That was wiped out during that Thursday before Christmas on the 22nd when we got a little snow. The snow wasn't the problem. It was the bitter cold temperatures. Actual temperatures in the single digits, but feels like temperatures were minus 30 degrees. I didn't leave the house. That was the first full day of Christmas vacation, and I did not leave the house. I think that a lot of people did not leave the house during that day. Here is a loose puck, and it's going to be picked up by O'Fallon, and they come into the offensive zone offside. Try as he might, Andrew Winkler could not keep his skate on the blue line. He was trying really hard, but he just couldn't, and he was a good foot into the zone when that puck was brought in. So once again, we'll have a face-off in neutral ice territory. On the far side face-off dot right next to the blue line, Andy Bennett wins the face-off for Collinsville, but then lost the puck. Goes back to the Collinsville defense anyway, but they'll turn the puck over, and a shot and a save by Radel. A return shot on the rebound, and Radel's got that one covered up. The initial shot there by Andrew Winkler. And also standing in the crease over there was Kyle Settles. Settles already has a goal tonight. 4 goals by O'Fallon, 4 different goal scorers. Shull, Settles, Jordan, and Wright. Face-off this time will come out to the right of Radel. Once again, won by Bennett, but Collinsville sends it off the boards, and a shot from the blue line that was saved by Radel. And now over against the far side dash of boards. O'Fallon comes away with the puck once again. A couple of nice moves there by Val, and Collinsville gets it, and they'll backhand the puck out into the neutral zone. That puck's not going to go far enough for icing, so O'Fallon will have to go back and get it, which they do. And here is Matthews. Matthews over in the far side corner. Sends it up the boards, and sending it into the neutral zone was Kyle Settles. Collinsville picks it off from there, sends it back into the zone, but couldn't get any pressure otherwise. Here comes O'Fallon. They got a 2-on-1 break, and a chance at a goal there for Settles, but he couldn't get the trigger on the backhand to go off, so they'll send it all the way back out to the blue line once again. And with the puck, it is Matthews. Matthews sends it up, and that's off of Radel's pads. Into the corner it goes. O'Fallon, they're dangerous once again, looking like they're on the power play here. They just kind of want to set things up. A little backhander didn't go in, but a shot that was saved by Radel comes all the way back out, and then Klein couldn't continue with it. He got a stick on it, but couldn't figure out a way to get it out of the zone. Comes in front again, and boy, oh boy, I tell you what, that was a good thing that Glenn Bennett was there, because if he wasn't, that was a one-on-one opportunity for O'Fallon that would have been real dangerous for Radel. O'Fallon, they get back in the defensive zone and get it once again. They push it up to the neutral zone, and here is Val. He'll send the puck on over to the stick of Turner. Turner with a shot and a save by Radel, and he'll freeze like a statue and hold on to that puck, and that'll stop the clock with 6:20 left to play here in this second period. History between these two teams since 2015. O'Fallon has a 7-5-2 record versus Collinsville, but Collinsville, they are 4-0-2 in the last 6 meetings. And unless Collinsville can find a way to get on this scoreboard, that's going to change here tonight. Right now it's 4-0. Last loss that Collinsville suffered to O'Fallon was all the way back in January of 2018. Collinsville lost all 3 games they played against O'Fallon in that 17-18 season. That one goes into the netting and will stop the action once again. Oddly enough, though, between all those times, the 2015 season up to now, Collinsville and O'Fallon have not met in the playoffs. Faceoff comes out to the right of Ford, and O'Fallon wins the faceoff. They'll shove it around the corner and up against the dasher boards over on the far side. Comes into the neutral zone, picked up by Duffy. Duffy sends it all the way back down. That jumps over a couple of sticks. And O'Fallon, they collect the loose puck back behind their own net. Up to the near side boards it goes for Scholl. Scholl gets the puck onto the stick of Turner. Turner with a shot and a save by Radel. Rebound comes out and a shot and another save. That was by Chase Green. Green was all alone in the low slot and had a perfect shot at the goal, but Radel stood his ground and gobbled up that chunk of rubber. 5:35 left to play here in period number 2. These two teams skated to a 5-5 tie back on January 2nd. But Collinsville having a hard time trying to score a goal here in this one. They are without Tanner Bettis tonight. One of their he leads the team in goals scored with 23. And he's not playing tonight. Another Kahok All-Star. O'Fallon with the puck and the lead. Here's Mason Wright. Wright up across the red line and into the zone. Lost the puck as he was trying to take it from the backhand to the forehand over in the corner. Duffy trying to wrestle it away there from Wright. O'Fallon gets a little bit of help. Back to the blue line it goes. There's a shot that's off of the back of the skates of Duffy, and now a shot and a save by Radel. Back behind the net it goes once again. Garan trying to dig it out. He does and sends it all the way in front of his bench, and O'Fallon picks it up once again. Zagorski, he banks it off the boards, but not out. Another nice keep-in job there by Mason Wright. That puck almost floated out of there again, and Radel closes up that 5-hole just in time after the shot by Jeremiah Peterson, and that'll stop the clock with 4:31 left to play here in this second period. Why didn't y'all tell me I forgot to put the 4th goal on there? That looks a little better for the O'Fallon fans then, doesn't it? Keep on saying it's 4-0. They're probably looking at their screen going, why does it say 3-0? All the way around from one elbow to the far side elbow. And Kyle settles. Trying to dig the puck out. He does so. Back behind the net it goes. And in front, Radel's looking behind him while the puck's in front of him. And Collinsville having a hard time digging pucks out and trying to relieve the pressure. And that's going to be the 5th goal of the game for O'Fallon on a shot from high out in front of that faceoff circle by Graham Smith. Smith scores his 7th goal of the year, and it's 5-0 in favor of O'Fallon. 5 different goal scorers here for O'Fallon. That's as many goals as Collinsville allowed the last time these two teams met, but Collinsville was keeping pace. Tonight, they can't get anything going offensively. They're having a hard time just digging the puck out of their defensive zone. All the way back to the blue line it goes. Shot never made it that far as it was off of the shins of Andy Bennett. And now a puck floats all the way down into the Collinsville offensive zone, but no one but guys wearing the midnight blue and the gold back there to collect it. O'Fallon, in a very comfortable position right now. They have control of the puck and they have control of the game. Skating into the zone is Val. Into the corner it goes. Bennett wasn't able to wrestle it away. Here's his brother Andy Bennett, our pregame guest. Over into the corner it goes. He's being battled over there by Settles. Loose puck comes out. Collinsville couldn't get there. Nice try by Austin Whitaker, but the Kahawks unable to get that forward momentum going, and now Andy Bennett takes a couple of O'Fallon Panthers out of the play and sends the puck into the offensive zone, but there's O'Fallon to intercept it once again. Here is Kyle Settles. Settles comes in offside. Had a little toe drag there, and that caught one of his teammates in a little bit of a kerfuffle and couldn't stop before they entered the zone. 2:58 left to play here in period number 2. All O'Fallon in this one thus far. Face-off won by the Panthers. Into the neutral zone it goes, and Brady Gatchell tries to send it up, and the Panthers do so. Right onto the stick of Green. Green, he'll find a teammate. Shot, that goes a little bit wide off the stick of Shull. He has a goal here tonight. And then over into the far side corner it goes, and it's picked up over there by Turner. Turner back behind his own net, sends it up the board. Zagorski, he finds the puck, but then he lost the puck. And now Collinsville does come away with it, and here is Kitstein. Kitstein will send the puck up ice, but there's O'Fallon. They had their defenseman back, but they shot it off of the body of Duffy. Duffy tries to, or excuse me, Denny. Denny tries to move it forward. He can't. Once again, it's picked up by Green. Green getting a little pressure from Duffy now. And the O'Fallon Panthers back through the neutral zone. They come into the offensive zone onside with Turner. Turner, he got pressured from behind by Duffy. And Collinsville found the loose puck, tried to send it out, but couldn't. And once again, the Kahawks do send it out, but that's going to go all the way down the ice for an icing call, and that will stop the clock with 1:55 left to play here in this second period. 5-0 in favor of O'Fallon. Panthers out shooting Collinsville 27-11. So that means Collinsville has only 5 shots on goal so far here in this period, while the Panthers have peppered Radel with 15. Faceoff will come out to the left of the freshman goalie, Landon Radel. He's a big kid, and he's going to be a good goalie as time wears on and he gets more experience. O'Fallon right now having their way with the Kahawks to the tune of 5-0. O'Fallon, they keep the puck into the offensive zone once again. Into the near side corner. The Axis trying to wrestle it away. He pinned his guy up against the board long enough for Collinsville to get a hold of the puck, but they had a hard time getting it out as that was off the back of one of the O'Fallon players, but they do get it out, do the Kahawks, but O'Fallon, they have the puck back behind their own net. They'll send it up to the far side boards, and it's picked up by Duffy. Duffy takes a shot. That's off of the blockers there of Mr. Ford, and that puck ends up going into the Kahawk bench. And that'll stop the clock with 1:08 left to play here in this second period. These late games, man, they don't get a lot of attendance, especially that Tuesday game. I think that was because we came off of a 3-day weekend because of MLK Day. And I think there were like maybe 5 students here that night for Collinsville against Columbia. Just was not a lot of fans here in that game. A little bit more here tonight by both teams, so everybody's got their sleep pattern taken care of and a little bit more chipper on a Thursday night at 9 o'clock. Here's a shot and a save by Radel, and Radel snapped that glove and kept O'Fallon from scoring that 6th goal. 57.8 seconds to play here in period number 2. 3 goals in the first by O'Fallon. They've tallied 2 more here in the second. And the face-off to the right of Landon Radel. Collinsville wins that face-off. Here is Duffy. Duffy will send it from the back of his own net all the way around to Zagorski, but Zagorski couldn't finish it up. And a shot and a goal. A loose puck just sitting out front. And Kyle Settles sends it home for goal number 6 and his 2nd of the night. Well, oh, well, oh, well. right now, this is a night that Collinsville would just like to forget. Thankfully, they do have 3 games left before the regular season comes to a close, so they'll have some time to forget about this one. O'Fallon only has 1 more game left after this one, and that one will take place on Tuesday right here against Belleville, the team that's in second place. There's a puck that's thrown out front, a shot by Duffy. That one's off of an O'Fallon stick and banks off that high glass. Duffy, he stays with it in the high slot, and a chance for another shot by Denny and Duffy. And that one bounces off of a player and comes all the way back into the O'Fallon offensive zone. And Collinsville, they don't have anybody back there. There's only 5 seconds left in the period, but coming away with the puck is Klein. And that will do it for period number 2. So O'Fallon, 3 goals in the first, 3 goals in the second. We head to the third, and the Panthers have a 6-0 lead. We're back to tell you all about the third period in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahok sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at CollinsvilleDailyNews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
Back here in O'Fallon at the McKendree Recplex. Todd Duke and Heath Yaxis with you. 6-0 in favor of O'Fallon. 3 goals in the first and 3 goals in the second for the Panthers. And Collinsville has shown very little signs of offense here in this one. We switch into the ice once again. Radel in goal to your left. Ford in goal to your right. And into the corner on the near side it goes. And Collinsville, well, will come away with it. To the neutral zone it goes. O'Fallon picks it up from there. Sends it right back into the offensive zone. Whistle will stop the action. Not sure if that puck went into the netting or something at some point. Face-off won by O'Fallon, but Collinsville found the loose puck afterwards, and they'll send it all the way back to the neutral zone. O'Fallon back to work. Matthews, he'll send it up, and now we're going to have a high sticking call. And that'll stop the action here in the early portions of period number 3. 13-17 left to play, but you know that they will trim time off of this game as we wind down this third period. Teams are only given 1 hour and 15 minutes to play a game. Even though you have the 9 o'clock game and there's no one taking the ice after you, they will still trim time off of that clock. We saw that in Tuesday night's game. We went from 6.5 minutes down to 2. Here is Duffy. He gets the puck onto the stick of Glenn Bennett, and they'll find Klein with it. Klein, he'll backhand it into the zone. And Collinsville will play a little dump and chase. Matthews for O'Fallon sends it up the boards. There was a little bit of a dangerous move there by Abram Turner. He cut right through the crease of his own goal. O'Fallon brings it in on offense once again. They throw it up front. Nobody there wearing the gold and blue. But O'Fallon, they'll still thrive on that offensive zone pressure. Over to the far side it goes, and Gatchell sends it back behind the Kahawk net. Collinsville sends it all the way back out to the blue line, but the Kahawks could not get the puck out. Now it'll flutter out of the zone. And here is Turner once again. Turner splits the defense, gets by another defender, tries to put a shot toward the goal as he was trying to feed Shaw on a backhander, but it never made it to him. Now the puck will come all the way out for Nellie Langston. And over into the far side corner, it'll go once again for Turner. Turner circles in that far side faceoff circle, and then we'll send it back into the corner where it's picked up by Yaxtis. Yaxtis will send it all the way around the boards and in front of the Kahok bench. Collinsville finally digs it out and sends it into the neutral zone. No one there wearing the purple and the white and the black can pick it up, though. And now a loose puck is scooped up by Denny. Denny is it for Andy Bennett. Bennett back over to Denny, but Denny overskated the puck as Zagorski pinches in from the blue line trying to keep that puck in. He couldn't. And here come the Panthers once again. Here is Wright. Wright. All the way around. I'll just skate around, have a leisurely stroll for a while. High slot, face-off circle, still with the puck. He'll send it up front. And a shot and a save by Radel off of the stick of Neeson. And Wright once again with it until he lost the puck, and it ends up on the stick of Austin Zagorski. That was played by Ford. And a loose puck in front, a backhand shot, no good. And another stop there by Ford. That was probably the best opportunity Collinsville has had all night in this game, as Andy Bennett was all on the doorstep there of Ford. And Ford was up to the test each and every time that Bennett wanted to swat at that puck. 10:46 left to play here in this third period. O'Fallon with 3 goals in each the first and the second periods. And Collinsville having a hard time. Kahawks were outshot in that second period 17-7. Right now, O'Fallon has a big advantage in shots at 31-15. Speaking of 15, that is Kyle Settles with the puck. He'll send it over to the far side. No good, as everybody went down on their butts there. Andrew Winkler slid all the way into the corner. Duffy is over there trying to hold that puck in. Eric Denny trying to hold that puck in. Andy Bennett over there as well. Kitstein comes in. He swipes at it trying to get it out. He can't do it. Comes all the way back to the blue line. And a shot that was deflected off of the skates, I believe, of Andy Bennett. Ends up going wide. It was going to be right on goal until that happened. And Collinsville having a hard time finding the handle on that puck and getting any kind of movement forward into the offensive zone. Yaxis, he backhands it. Another shot from the blue line and a goal by Graham Smith. Smith scores his second goal of the night, and both of them were deep from the blue line, and it's 7-0 in favor of O'Fallon. Not a great night here for the Collinsville Kahawks. $7-0 in favor of O'Fallon, and O'Fallon, they're not finished yet. There is Settles up against the board. Couldn't get it to Wright. And Smith, who just scored the goal from the blue line, had it knocked off of his stick and all the way back to neutral ice for William Catalano. Catalano all the way down back behind his own net. He's being bothered back there by Kitstein. Kitstein does everything but come away with the puck, but Collinsville, they'll keep it for a moment. And they get it back again. Denny couldn't dig it out of his skates. And once again, O'Fallon will bring it in. And that one, they say, was onside. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. And instead of passing the puck to a very wide open Kyle Settles, Jack Vale decided to shoot it. Vale gets it back. Shoots it over the head of the referee. Back behind the Collinsville net it goes. 9 minutes left to play, maybe, here in this third period. Here is Denny for Collinsville. He'll send the puck all the way across. Zagorski couldn't stop it with the backhand, so O'Fallon, they'll find the loose puck, and they'll find the stick of Graham Smith. Smith banks it off of the boards right at center ice, and it goes right past the stick of Vale. Collinsville comes away with it, and here is Lincoln Duffy. Off of an O'Fallon player to Denny. Oh, Denny was going to come in on that right side and got the puck knocked right off of his stick. Klein takes a seat as he gets twisted up, and the puck comes all the way out to the neutral zone once again. Here is Duffy. Duffy gets it up to Denny off of his skates, but Duffy will stay with it and get it right back. He'll skate right around Gatchel into the high slot. Shot. That one goes wide, and into the near side corner it goes. Picked up by O'Fallon once again. Here's Turner. Turner sends it around the elbow and onto the stick of Gatchel. Gatchel into the neutral zone. Finds Vale. And O'Fallon with it once again. 8 minutes, the clock says, here in the third period. Off of the boards and into the Kahok bench. The puck goes. That'll stop the clock. And with a 7-goal lead, we have the mercy rule in effect. That means the clock will not stop. It continues to tick while the game is stopped. We'll still see if the referees want to trim some time off of this as that clock continues to move. Maybe not. There's a shot, and that one goes high over the stick side of Radel. Loose puck back behind the net. Glennon Bennett shoves it up the boards, but can't get it out. Another shot, and that one's saved by Radel. He had to kind of choose between standing up or squatting down for that save. Now he's down. Collinsville sends it all the way back to the blue line, but not out. O'Fallon, dangerous once again. Panthers are swarming. There's a shot, and that one goes once again high stick side. And then Collinsville sends it back out to the neutral zone. In front of the O'Fallon bench. Off of the boards in front of the penalty area. O'Fallon enters the zone once again. Here is Shull. Over into the corner. He'll leave it for Turner. Turner will go chase it down from one corner to the next. Has that head up and tries to bank a pass. And he was trying to get Green to bite on, but Collinsville comes away with it. Here is Glennon Bennett. Bennett in front. Turns around, takes a shot. Couldn't get it on goal because the skates of Jeremiah Matthews prevented that from happening. O'Fallon sends it out to the blue line. Not out, though. Collinsville keeps it in. And all the way into the far side corner it goes. Wrestled down there by Matthews. Matthews sends it up. Once again, here is Turner. Turner off of the stick of Green. He'll go chase it down into that far side corner. And send one in front. That misses everybody and comes all the way back down. O'Fallon with a commanding lead. Panthers couldn't enter the zone. Now they do, and it's offside. Well offside because caught down there was Zeth Jordan, and he's laughing with Kitstein about it. Clock continues to run here in this third period due to the mercy rule. 5:25 and counting. Loose puck in the neutral zone, picked up by O'Fallon, but a giveaway to Kitstein. Kitstein then overskated the puck, but he'll backhand it into this near side corner, but O'Fallon, they'll come away with it and start to push up ice once again. Here is Logan Neeson. Neeson sends a centering pass into the high slot area, but that missed everyone. Kitstein got it, sends it out through the neutral zone, but O'Fallon, they'll pick it up in their own defensive zone, but a turnover will give it to Zagorski. Oh, and Andy Bennett overskated the puck. Perfect pass from Zagorski to Bennett to go in there all alone for a shot on goal, but Bennett overskated it. Here is Duffy. Duffy, he lost the puck in front of the O'Fallon bench. Panthers come away with it. Kitstein couldn't hold it in. Up against the boards here in front of the penalty box. Denny puts a shoulder right into Peterson. Collinsville, they find the puck, and there's a little payback. And in front, shot. That goes just wide. The backhander by Bennett just went wide of this near side post. Here is O'Fallon. They come away with the puck once again into the zone, and that one is whistled dead. Not sure why. Wasn't anybody offside. Well, Collinsville will have to lick their wounds after this one and regroup, as they have a game Monday against East Alton Wood River. It's another 9 o'clock start. This one in Granite City. Collinsville sends the puck out front, and O'Fallon puts a shot on goal. That was a giveaway by the Kahawks and a prime scoring opportunity for O'Fallon. Face-off will come out to Radel's left. Klein in the face-off circle against Valley, and that was won by O'Fallon, and a shot that was shoved aside by Radel, and here comes Collinsville. Denny gets it up into the neutral zone, trying to spring Hearn, but that was swatted away by one of the O'Fallon players. Now O'Fallon comes up with it once again until Denny knocks him off of it. Here is Hearn, but Hearn had the puck taken off of his stick as well. Here is Duffy. Turns around, gets twisted up in front. A misfired opportunity there by Settles. He was wide open and couldn't pull the trigger on the shot. Under 3 minutes to go here in this third period. All O'Fallon in this one, 7-0. Panthers have a lead. Into the far side corner it goes. Denny, he tries to track it down, but a swing and a miss on that clearing attempt. And then a pad save there by Radel as that puck came flying through the crease. O'Fallon still dangerous here. Collinsville trying to get a hold of the puck. They finally do. Andy Bennett sends it up the line and off of the glove of Graham Smith and into the Kahok bench it goes. .2:15 and counting, the clock says. Face off one by Collinsville. They'll bank it off of the glass or off of the boards and send it up ice into their own offensive zone, trying to generate some kind of offense here. Kahok's being outshot 35-16. 2 minutes to go here in this third period. Here is Ian Yaxtis. Yaxtis will send it up into the near side corner, but O'Fallon is there to intercept it. And from the blue line, a little knuckler that finds Klein. A shot on goal that never made it through. And now the puck all the way through the neutral zone, rolling on its edge and being picked up there by Matthews. Matthews behind his own net. Head up, surveys things. We're down to 90 seconds left to play in this one. Matthews circles, back behind his net once again. He'll send it up to the teammates, and they'll try to exit the defensive zone, and they finally do. Here is Brady Gatchell. Gatchell leaves it back at the defense for Green, and Green sends it back behind the Kahok net. O'Fallon, they tried a centering pass, but that's picked up by Klein. But O'Fallon, they find a loose puck, take another shot, blocker save over there by Radel. Rebound, goes behind the net, comes back out front, and O'Fallon back to work once again. 1 minute to go here in this third period, and there's a steal by Yaxtis, just as it looked like O'Fallon was going to come in for another shot on goal. And here's a rolling puck once again, and almost rolled all the way down to forward in goal. Picked up by Matthews. Matthews had the puck stolen off of his stick by Bennett. And O'Fallon finds the handle once again. They come in the offensive zone. Collinsville, they find the loose puck and send it back into the neutral zone. Picked up there on the defensive side of things by Peterson. Peterson, he'll backhand it to his defensive partner, Logan Neeson. Neeson will come across the center red line. 20 seconds left to go here in this one. All the way up into the slot. Neeson did everything but have a shot on goal in that opportunity. Collinsville gets it, and back into the neutral zone it goes. Through the legs of the defenseman, Denny. He'll try to track it down, and Collinsville will try to dig for a goal here in the final seconds, but O'Fallon finds the puck, and that's not going to happen, and the final seconds will tick off here, and O'Fallon is going to walk away with a 7-0 win and keep their stranglehold on first place in the Mississippi Valley Conference Hockey Association as O'Fallon wins their 20th game of the year. They're 21-2, and Collinsville gets knocked down to 10-8-3. O'Fallon, one game left. That'll take place Tuesday right here at the Recplex against Belleville at 9 o'clock. Collinsville back in action at 9 o'clock on Monday as they are in Granite City to take on East Alton Wood River. Our next game will be a hockey game. That'll take place Tuesday at the RP Lumber Center against the Triad Knights. That game scheduled for a 7:30 start. Mr. Heath Yaxis, we thank him for manning the camera for us once again, and we thank Andy Bennett for joining us in the pregame show, and we thank all of you for watching. That is going to do it tonight from the McKendree Recplex in O'Fallon. Final score once again, the O'Fallon Panthers, they come out winners tonight by a score of 7-0. And until Tuesday evening, my name is Todd Duke. Everybody have yourselves a fantastic weekend.